Going live. You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Life is Strange True Colors. Thanks to Square Enix for providing a copy of the game. We're testing the 1050 Ti, 570 and 6050 Super. How are you guys doing? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Sorry about this. Yesterday, well, 24 hours ago, I was going to stream this, and my SSD suddenly died on my gaming PC. So yeah, it died. I had to reinstall Windows, rush by another SSD, and here we are in the studio with the PC with the new SSD installed. So yeah, I had to do everything from scratch. So yeah, now time to play the game. Sorry about that, guys. It was out of my control. Hi, Mr. Cry Channel, HJ Almarson, Evil Neko. How are you doing, guys? Welcome here. I'm doing fine, thanks. What about you? So, Life is Strange, True Colors. A huge shout out to the developers. They have a live stream option, and you can mute copyrighted music, so huge thanks to them. That's wonderful for YouTubers, and there is a crowd choice, so you guys could vote, but I'm going to try that out later. So yeah, let's check out the video options. We got 1080p, and this is an Unreal Engine 4 game, yet another one, and these are all the options. I think there is no more options than this. Yeah, so there is low, medium, high, very high, and cinematic, which I'm guessing is epic settings. Let's keep it on very high for now, and we'll see later. Doing alright? Okay, nice. Finally a live stream that isn't 3 AM. Yeah, today I'm doing 3 live streams, guys. I'm doing Neo, I'm doing Tales of Arise, and I'm doing this, so let's get started right away. The environment colors are like Far Cry New Dawn. Yeah, I mean, the name kinda implies it, True Colors. So let's get started. This is the 1050 Ti. Story-based game. Decisions matter, hopefully. We'll see if that's true. This is not episodic, by the way.
So, Alex, the day's finally here.
Would love to see Neo. ¿Por qué tan temprano? Porque voy a hacer 3 streams, por eso. DirectX 11 or 12. This is DX12 so far.
We have. And now you're finally leaving to live.
And I forgot, let me...
My brother Gabe.
Maybe I'll pair a controller, we'll see. Are you excited for Spider-Man 2? Yeah, super excited. When menu FPS is low, because it was real time.
Do you have any plans as far as school or a job?
My brother
Buenos días, Wolfgang, ¿todo bien?
At the bar he works at.
So you'd be dealing with people.
So again, guys, an Unreal Engine 4 game. It will be pretty easy to tweak, I'm guessing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Issues?
Can you make a full gameplay of this game? No, probably not. That's not what the channel is about. This is about performance on GPUs and graphics comparisons and all that.
You know that I care about
NBA 2K22, yeah, probably.
everything that has
We're doing that.
I just want
I'm drinking mate right here in the studio. 750 Ti, yeah, that's coming later. Today it's a very busy day, so
No one will.
we're skipping that for now.
I'll just be.
But one thing I wanted to mention, guys, this game, it's a story-based thing, story-driven game. You have to make choices and all that stuff. So probably 60 frames is not going to be a big factor for me. Usually these games at 30 frames are fine. You're selecting menus, maybe a quick time event here and there, but nothing like a shooter. So over 30 frames should be okay. Uncharted on PC can't wait, same. All good, brother. Good to know, man. Hi, Control Destro, Janice Gamer. Welcome. How's it going? Okay, so far over 30 frames. That's good to see. Again, remember, story-driven game. Selecting options, quick time events. It's like a David Cage game in that regard, I think. But visually, it's pretty good. I'm liking the look of the game.
I can't wait to see him.
And hang on, I'm going to use a controller for this. Yeah, I'm going to use a controller. Hang on. Got a pair by Xbox controller because again, the PC died the other day. So we go to Bluetooth. show Bluetooth devices, and we're going to put the controller in pairing mode. So here we go. Yeah, this is the first time I paired this controller because I had to reinstall Windows. So we add a Bluetooth device, Xbox wireless controller, and boom, we're good to go. Now the controller is paired. That's why I like Xbox controllers for PC. Although maybe I need to restart the game for this. I'm thinking. Yeah, the game didn't detect the controller because I just installed it. So let me restart the game for that to happen. But so far so good. 30 frames per second on the highest settings, on the almost the highest settings actually. Oh, and there's a DX12 option. Let's try that. Let's try the DX12 option. Doing pretty good. Good to know, Destro. Good to know. Is it hard 10 PS? High? How much difference will it be if we use 9100F? We're going to find out in a few. Okay, now we detected the controller. Great. Thanks for the quick tutorial, no worries. Yeah, I made a tutorial live. I mean, look at it, it was so easy. That's why I like Xbox controllers on PC. They work right away, no hassle. You just put it in pairing mode if you have a Bluetooth dongle, and boom, it works. Okay, the X12. The X12 is a nightmare. Okay, the game crashed on the X12. Yeah, we're not doing the X12. Screw the X12. We're doing the X11. This is a 1050 Ti. Maybe on the 570 the X12 is good, but here it made the game crash. So let's stick to the X11 for this one on the 1050 Ti. We're not showing the 580 anymore because the 580 runs almost the same as the 570. It's 10 frames ahead, and time is not on my side. Let's leave it at that. A lot of stuff to do, not enough time. Yeah, it's very story driven. Yeah, that's kind of what's about. You're looking like a vampire. Yeah, I'm a little too white, but my background is also white, so let me fix that for you. There we go. I should not look like a vampire anymore. Hopefully that helps. Alright, so we're back here into the game. Now we have a controller because the game has quick time events. So that reminds me of David Cage games. But in that regard, the very high settings, 1080p over 30 on a 1050 Ti, and again, this game, 60 frames on this game, at least for me, is not important. If you're playing this, it's probably for the visuals and the story, like watching a movie, an interactive movie, I would say. And it's not episodic this time around, you have everything at once. You prefer Babyface? Yeah, I prefer Babyface, it's much more comfortable. Redline Gaming, hey, how's it going, man? Uncharted coming to PC? Yeah, early next year it's coming to PC. So yeah, some YouTube in the morning, yeah, because I have 3 live streams to do today. Lost in Random Benchmark, what game is that? I never heard about it. Okay, something I need to lower right away, texture quality. We're at 3.9 gigabytes of usage, so almost all the VRAM is being utilized. Yeah, Uncharted 4 and Uncharted Lost Legacy are coming to PC.
Alex.
So yeah, going to be super interesting.
Holy shit. That's really him.
Alex is looking damn hot. Yeah, agreed. Looking good. The game looks average for being this taxing. Nah, I disagree. I mean, it's clear that it's an Unreal Engine 4 game. They all look pretty much the same.
Not much of a hugger, but I'm really
in general.
glad to see you.
But this game with this artistic style and what it's trying to do, I think it looks good. Textures are sharp. There is good effects going on.
Sir.
I mean, it's the art style. I don't think the game looks bad. I think it looks good. But usually, again, games like this, I don't mind that they are 30 frames when maxed out.
I missed it.
Does it work on 750 Ti? Yeah,
Taller,
probably.
Huh?
Although I will go for 720p on the 750 Ti. Maybe at the
Time to do
end,
that to you.
maybe at the end of the live stream if we
Are
have
you ready
enough
to see the
time.
town?
Again, 3 live streams today. We'll see.
Hell yeah, let's rock and roll. I don't know why I said that.
Me neither. But I love the enthusiasm.
All right.
Okay, the Black Lantern is just up the street. I mentioned I live above the
Morning,
bar, right?
people. Morning, Nisman. Sé que sos argentino con eso. Life is Strange games always hit hard.
I'm good.
Yeah.
The drive through the mountains was
I
amazing.
played the first one with my girlfriend,
Eleanor,
and
hey,
man, that end,
Alex just got here.
heartbreaking.
Alex, meet Eleanor Lath, owner of the flower shop, and honest to God, royalty.
But so far,
of
30
Haven
frames
Springs.
on very high. Let me check, because there's more than very high. There's cinematic. I love when they put those names in options menus. First, let's lower the textures. Okay, now we're below 4 gigabytes. And let's put the rest on cinematic. Let's see how that runs. Probably below 30, but hey. Apply. Okay, on cinematic we're below 30, so let's put it on. Let's try lowest settings just to see if 60 frames is possible. Just as a quick test. Okay. So lowest settings. Again, we're a benchmarking channel, so let's try low settings to see if we can get 60 frames. But again, I do not mind 30 frames in games like this. This full screen, please. Thank you.
Oh, it is so nice.
So
to
on the lowest
finally
settings,
meet
60
you.
frames seems to be
Welcome.
possible, but many effects are missing. There's no depth of field, which I don't
We're
mind
so
personally.
glad to have you, Alex. Gabe told us all about you.
I'm glad
But
to be
ultra
here.
settings, high textures. Sorry, low settings, high textures.
She
That's what
seems
we're
nice.
doing at the moment.
Yeah, she's great.
So yeah, if you don't mind lowering the graphical fidelity, you can
Yeah,
get
no
60
shit.
frames. But again, in a game like this, I don't know. I don't like lowering the
to
settings.
Haven.
This is more about the visual experience, like watching a movie again, that you can select some choices here and there. Is this a new game? It's a new game, yeah. It released yesterday, again thanks to Square Enix for providing the code. My PC broke yesterday, so my SSD actually, so I had to cancel. But now we're good. I find this game is very expensive and looks so good. Yeah, it looks great. On low settings it still looks good, but it misses that extra graphical quality.
Is this
You
the
get
first
stutters
official
in some
stop
games,
on the
use
tour?
an 9100F at
If you
1060.
follow me
Make
inside,
sure that the RAM
you'll
is on
find
dual
out
channel.
price.
That's my advice.
Gabe Chan
For the
buys
people
makeup
asking
flowers.
about 4 cores, 4 threads on
Oh,
this
I
game,
can't
it appears to
He's got
be
so-so reviews.
enough. I mean, I have a 4 core 8 thread CPU and it's using 30% of the CPU, so
Hey,
maybe
Meet my
in some
sister,
parts
Alex.
the 4 core 4 thread CPU will be at 100% when
What's your
loading
greatest
new parts of the level.
What?
So yeah, I mean low settings, you can get 60s, but again, why would you? Let's be honest. In a game like this, you are not being competitive like in other ones. So let's put view distance on cinematic. This is the view distance in Unreal 4 games in general, no super taxing. Anti-aliasing on cinematic, again, because TAA makes the game look better. Effects, let's put that on high, shadows on high, and post-process on high. This is probably the best settings for the 1050 Ti. So let's apply the settings. So this is high settings on 1080p plus ultra anti-aliasing. That is usually what helps me the most in games like this. So let's apply it. Okay, never mind. Let's put it on very high. Okay, over 30. So very high settings with ultra anti-aliasing. Because again, TAA, not a taxing option. And textures on high because of VRAM.
It's for a college interview.
Okay, 30
We've been
frames
debating
now.
this one for
Good.
days.
Gabe
So the game now looks better, better
It's
effects,
better to give an honest answer.
more cinematic
The
feel.
alternative.
I don't know, this would
Why?
be the way I would play the game personally.
Lying, more
TAA or SMAA,
strategic
TAA.
action
Does it have FSR? No, it doesn't.
work too
I wish
hard, or
every game had
you saved
FSR,
too
but this
many
is not
lives.
one of them.
They could smell that bullshit a mile away. I've been trying to warn them.
So yeah,
yeah?
TAA,
What would you
generally in
do?
Unreal Engine 4 games, TAA is pretty good. Let's be honest.
I would be
I'm not
honest,
paying attention to the story
it's usually
really. Again,
harder,
we are
but
performance
then you come
testers,
off as more
so
authentic.
Called it.
Wow.
things I'm
You
noticing
two are
before
already wonder twinning your
with
way
the
through
lowest
town.
and highest
Seems
settings.
that way.
On the lowest settings, there is no ambient occlusion apparently,
help me out
and
real
no
quick.
screen space reflections.
What do I get for Sharp?
But I think that on DX12 there's ray
Sunflower
tracing
is one of my
options, which
favorites.
we are not using
But I
because we
read
don't have an
online that
RTX card. So
Lily of the Valley
yeah.
is great for saying sorry.
Did you know that if you're under 18 in China, it's illegal to play games? Yeah, illegal to play games for a long time. So more than 5 hours a day, I think it's not legal.
Go with the white bouquet.
If
you're trying to
it
say
has
sorry.
kind of the Walking Dead graphics, yeah, but I
That
mean,
I am.
visually, I think
And
it's pretty
that I
interesting. I think that it's super saturated.
You know, if Mac brought me flowers half as often,
Your predictions on Deathloop, do you think 4 GB GPU will be able to
Is it
at
still
least
on
run
on
it?
PC?
I mean, if we lower the
So
textures
that's
enough and
more
the
on right now, but
and
Minutes
the
mass
resolution enough, should be fine.
Focus on my
We'll
tab?
see.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to just
This
tell
game
Mac
is
about
surprisingly demanding. Really, I don't think it's
Not yet, I'll-
surprisingly demanding. I was expecting it to have a lot of
We can leave when you're ready.
Might as well have a look around before we leave.
oh man, my words. I was expecting it to have low frames on a GPU like this, because these games are usually just aimed to have not high frame rates, but a good visual fidelity, like doing some special effects. It's mostly to showcase the graphics and tell a story. So in general, those games are
Any enchanted
very
garden.
demanding in that regard, because they're putting all the power to get the best graphics possible. But this game, I think it looks good, and again, being a story game like this, I really don't mind 30 frames. I think that's acceptable, and this is a 1050
See you soon,
Ti.
right?
But as I was saying, Deathloop, yeah, super demanding. It will be super demanding. But again, we'll see once the game releases. Is it true that it has ray tracing? Yeah, it has ray tracing, but this card
How
is
long have
not
you
ray
and Charlotte
tracing
been
capable,
dating?
so we are
About
not
3
doing
years
that.
now, I think.
Maybe in the
You spend
future.
a
Do you like
lot
this
of
type of
money on
game?
the
Yeah, I
place.
usually like playing
She's
this
worth
game
it.
with my girlfriend. It's like watching a movie together, but since we like games, it's like a mixture of being together and selecting choices. We like to discuss which option to select on each plot moment. And I usually do the quick time events, the running parts, since she is not used to play with a controller. She's more of a PC gamer, so yeah. Speak.
Gabe Chen. Flower delivery man.
RTX is way too
Alright.
expensive. Well, yeah,
Let me duck
Yeah.
in here and smooth everything out. It'll only be a
it
minute.
happens. Yeah, GPU prices at the
Why don't you do
moment
shit properly?
pretty expensive. Yeah.
It's no problem, really.
When you have stutters in games, it's usually cause textures set to high. No, it really depends on the game. Really, some games compile shaders in real time, and well, that leads to stutters
there.
in the first
Gabe's your
hours.
brother, right?
Unreal Engine 4 in general happens a
Ethan.
lot. On this one, it's pretty
Charlotte's
subtle.
my mom.
Usually
Hi,
when
Ethan.
changing
I'm
camera
Alex.
angles, like this. You see when
What
it
you
changes the camera, boom, a micro stutter.
Oh, has she found the
But I mean, it's
scepter
pretty
stone
subtle
yet?
in the way that it's when a camera cuts.
She's looking
So in
for the
general, you're
scepter,
not
but I think
super
she'll need the
distracted
manual
by
of
it.
vanishing to get to it.
Expensive on frame rate on cards. No, the cards are... The GPU cards are expensive. I prefer the power ring, the fire ring.
I'd rather shoot fire from
So
my
as I was
hand.
saying, GPUs
for
are
all my
super
enemies
expensive
to
now,
crisp.
and ray tracing in
What if
general
you're
is super
high-fiving a friend and
taxing.
the
So
fire ring
I'm
goes
guessing that ray tracing on this
Crisp.
game is going to be super difficult to run properly.
If you
And seeing
like
that the main
comics,
character
I
has
can-
glasses, probably that's a
show you
way
one
to
on YouTube.
showcase ray tracing, I'm guessing.
I'd love to see it.
I'm thinking that way. And there's probably puddles all over it, so
You can keep it if you want.
So yeah, probably ray tracing on this game looks good, but it's going to be super demanding.
Awesome, Ethan. I can't wait
Games
to
and
read
chill
it.
with girlfriend. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
Are you going camping?
Se ve sencillo, no, pero tiene bastantes cosas buenas gráficamente. Y acordate que cuando un juego trata de contar una historia y no es un juego tipo de acción, en general dejan todo en gráficos y bueno, el rendimiento mientras esté arriba de 30 está bien. Personalmente lo veo así, prefiero que se vea lindo como una película y que corra arriba de 30, porque no requiere reflejos ni nada por el estilo. So I was saying in Spanish, somebody saying, "Oh, the game doesn't run that good, and it's not looking excellent." And I agree. I think the game looks good
I know
personally, but
be careful
in games
out
like
there,
this, when
okay?
you're trying to tell a story, it's more like watching a movie again. It's not like you need quick reaction times or aiming precisely with a gun.
I think I'll
So on
check
these
out that
games,
record
30
store.
frames is usually acceptable
Nice
for
meeting
me,
you, Ethan.
personally, because yeah, you don't need reflexes for this one. It's more like a chill experience, and they're trying to go all in with the graphical style and all that. What headphones are you using? I like the look, can't seem to find it. They are in the description. These are Sony headphones. I got them from a friend used for 50 bucks, and I changed the ear cushions, and they feel like brand new now.
Oh,
But so far so good on this game. Over 30 frames. We'll see how it goes. Do you know how to fix
Please
Staysky on
remind me of the
stutter?
shop Gabe and I used
Make
to
sure
go
to have RAM on dual channel over 8 GB, at least 4 cores
He'd
8
save it
threads
for
to be
weeks from his
stutter free.
shitty car wash
4 cores
job
4
just to
threads on
buy
that
us
game
something to
works,
listen
but
to.
yeah, stutters. Do you say 3
crazy.
streamed second
Here
Tales
I
of
am,
Arise? The other
years
is what?
later,
The other one is Neo.
Still waiting for my big
The
brother in
free-to-play
record
game.
store.
The free-to-play game. The free game right now, Neo. We're doing
Except
that one.
This time.
Since I
I'm
didn't
buying
test it on the
bigger.
570 or the 1650, so yeah. You were like rapping? What do you mean
No
rapping?
way.
Hey, how's the studio life, by the way? The studio, I'm loving it. Right now it's pretty empty, but I feel pretty comfortable in here. Y como que ahora empiezas a jugar. No creo que Metal Gear Solid tenga tantas cinemáticas. Bueno, de eso se trata el juego. Así que en breve va a empezar el gameplay, supongo. So yeah guys, as I was saying, somebody said, when the gameplay is starting, this has longer cutscenes than Metal Gear Solid 4. Let's do Zombie Parade. And yeah, this is a story-driven game. If you played Life is Strange before, you know what I'm talking about. So probably more intense stuff is coming. What I like about this though, it's not episodic like the previous games. So you can play from beginning to end on day one. So you don't have to wait.
Up next, a very special request from...
After playing Life is Strange 1 and 2, I hope this one will be good. Same, I hope so. Does it have different story than Life is Strange 1? I think so. Apologies. Yeah, I think so. I think this is completely new. I forgot what happened after the first game, really.
Which is confusing because...
The studio is more professional. Yeah, it's more professional, but it's more like a comfortable place to be to make videos. There's nobody walking around. I'm pretty basically in my backyard alone, in a good place to just make YouTube, talk to you guys. We tried Tales of Arise. Yeah, that's coming after this live stream, guys.
Hi Ryan.
So be patient.
Nice to meet you.
Be patient. I'm doing it.
So, all the way from Portland, huh? What do you think of Haven?
Okay, well and wait. Cool so far.
I've seen some cool things so far. Like this record
Are you
store
thinking
is
of testing
amazing.
mobile games on emulators in the future? I don't think
expect
so.
anything like this
I
here.
mean, mobile game, I like to play PS1 games on my
It's a
phone,
cultural landmark.
but I don't have a way to capture footage. If I find a way to
the
capture
store is
footage, we'll see.
closed, but they
Some
opened it
emulators
just
there,
for
but
you?
pretty
You must be picking
pretty
up
sure I'm
something
probably not
pretty
doing it.
important.
Yeah.
Is it on the same engine? This is Unreal Engine 4. Not sure if Life is Strange
An
uses
outdoorsman's guide to the
UE3.
calls of common
Yeah, I'm not
birds.
sure, but this is Unreal Engine 4, without a doubt. I
Wow,
mean, you can
that's-
tell by the visual aesthetic. All Unreal Engine 4 or Unreal Engine 4 games in general
Not what
look
I was
pretty
expecting
similar.
at all.
After looking at many
it's
of
a
them at
pretty obscure
once,
record.
I mean, I've been looking at so many Unreal
The
Engine
National
4
Park Service
games
gave it 5 stars.
that you can recognize the look of UE4 everywhere.
So, you're,
Colorado State
But
Park
this one,
Ranger.
I think it looks good.
it's all coming in.
I like the art style. Will you test Neo free on the
Oh,
Epic Game Store?
I
Yeah,
think
I'm
the
going to
store's
test it
closed.
later today.
I was thinking of getting a gift for Gabe, but I'll figure something else out.
Oh, you shaved your beard. Yeah, I like the
I don't
baby
even know
face.
if
It's
he
more
still listens
comfortable.
to records.
He does. Charlotte just got him a record
So yeah,
player
guys,
for his birthday.
I think this runs well, considering that it's I mean, over 30 frames on a game like this, for me, it's acceptable.
So you don't.
So
work
after
here?
we get into a more slightly more demanding part, we're trying to get
Easiest
60
sale she's
frames
ever
by
made.
lowering the resolution, just
I
to
could just
satisfy
find
you
the
guys.
best.
So yeah. But again, this is not a game where 60 frames, at least for me, is absolutely necessary.
Oh, I saw it before.
And since I cannot
Well,
skip
help me look.
cutscenes, well, we have to see all this play out.
Oh yeah.
PC parts are very expensive more
ideas
than
on
ever
where to
now.
start?
Who wants to play mobile games on PC if you spend so much money?
No idea.
I don't know. It all depends on your country, I think. Can I just go away now? Okay, so let's try to get 60 frames. Again, if you lower the settings to the minimum, you can... Let's try and tweak the game a little bit. Let's see what are the best settings. So let me lower shadows to medium, post-process quality to medium, and effects to medium. Those three are usually the most demanding things, so let's apply. Okay, that gives us 58 frames in here. So you can still keep pretty good visuals. Shadows are still there. Let me see if there's shadows here. Yeah, there's shadows here as well. There's reflections. I can see ambient occlusion working here in the back of these discs. So yeah, if you want over 50, so if you don't like 30 frames, you can tweak it like this. So in the advanced video settings, it's a mix between medium. This is basically medium settings. So if you put it on medium, the game still looks pretty good, at least in my opinion. Looks decent. And you can crank up that anti-aliasing and you're good to go. At least inside this part.
I could have sworn she set it down over here.
Okay, I
Don't
have
get
to
me
be
wrong,
looking for
Steph's
something.
Great, but she can be kind of a mess.
Huh. Colorado digs its alt rock, I see.
What hopes for Uncharted Legacy Collection on 750 Ti? That's coming
I
soon, I
love
guess.
that this town has their own radio station.
Good thing I have a way to walk faster. Let's see. I don't care about this. Books.
I did a report on Jane Eyre once.
Because
and
I didn't
saw
pay
it.
attention, I don't know what I'm looking
Loved
for. Oh, I have a phone as well. Find the
I should
hold
read the book
list.
one day.
Gotcha. It's probably on the table. No luck for 144 FPS with 1060. On this game, you don't want 144 Hz, trust me. It doesn't matter. You won't notice a huge difference. There we go. No.
It's been so long since I've played.
When are you doing 2060? In the future, not
Even
today,
used to
because I don't
dream
have it
of
anymore.
demos all the
I'm
time as
broke
kids.
right now. I got an
Never got
Xbox to test on the channel, I got the studio built. Right now is not a good time to get a new GPU, considering the pricing.
This place has just the right amount of.
Is that
dorkiness.
Deadpool? Yeah, that is fake Deadpool right there. That is discount Deadpool. Deadpool without the license. Okay,
Where
let's
are
see
you,
if it's
list?
here. The list.
Is it wrong that the note makes me want to touch it more?
Does it look cool to put headphones on neck? Does it really look cool? Yeah, yeah, that's true. I didn't notice that. Yeah, I don't feel cool doing that in real life. This only works for characters. In general, when I put the headphones like that, I cannot move my neck much. So yeah, might be cool for some people generations. For some age generations, for me, it's just uncomfortable. The 750 Ti is probably 30 frames. We're going to test it at the end.
Now there's a radio contest I might actually be able to win.
Okay, let's find that list.
Ninth Warden.
hero of the intergalactic.
Category,
Peace
white button on
Wars,
controller works
and
fine.
friend.
Mine is work only when I press it really hard. Well, check out, try to open up the controller and see if there is any dirt down there. Mine works fine.
I love that this town has their own radio
Okay,
station.
I feel stupid. I cannot find the list.
Huh. Colorado digs its alt rock, I see.
Old case. Oh, probably in here.
Gabe's record is in here, but which one is it?
Toothpicks. No. There's a cat. Can I pet the cat?
Wait.
Oh, there it
Hold
is.
list?
Brother, totally irrelevant, but I have to ask Marvel or DC. I love Marvel. Spider-Man is my way. Okay, move, look, scare. Where's the pet? Why can't I pet the cat?
You couldn't have curled up. I don't know. Literally anywhere
Please, game,
else.
let me pet the cat. Scare? No, I'm not scaring him. I'm moving him.
Don't freak out. I'm just gonna.
Okay,
Okay.
just kidding.
Going to have to scare the
Shake out out there
cat.
with both your hands.
Thing is, she's sitting on the hold list.
We could use her toy to lure her away, if we can find it.
Oh, really? I have to find the cat's toy now. Okay. Probably. Everyone wants Spider-Man on PC, of course. Who wouldn't? Let's see, Drinking Bird, no. Oh, help. There we go.
Any luck finding that cat toy?
Can't pet, totally unplayable. Yeah, 1 out of 10. Cannot pet the cat.
So,
Unplayable.
what do you think Gabe listens to these days?
Yeah, God of War, yeah, but why not both?
I think
Why
Gabe's
not
gotten
both?
so emo,
Why not
but
God of War,
he doesn't make instruments
Spider-Man,
anymore. Just dudes
Uncharted 1, 2,
screaming
3.
and crying into
We
the
get
microphone.
Uncharted 4, but I want all of the
Dear
games
God.
that are on PS4
Let's
on
hope
PC. Please, Bloodborne on PC, imagine that. Demon
one
Souls
left to find
remake
out.
on PC.
Let's
I don't
see
get
if
the
we can
hype for
find
Spider-Man
that
and
cat toy.
Wolverine. Personally, more hype for Horizon 5. Well, that's personal preference in the end. Drawer.
Please have the toy. The suspense is.
Maybe that drawer?
But I understand, some people do not like those games. I love the
Selena
Spider-Man
Gomez
game.
tits?
And it's from... the Wolverine game is from
essential
Insomniac, the same that
Selena?
made Spider-Man. So I trust them
She
on
is a
delivering a
Canadian
good
treasure.
experience. True, Mark Dove. True. For games like GTA 5 or Red Dead 2, you prefer controller or keyboard and mouse? Keyboard and mouse. In general, I use the... I use controller for driving and mouse and keyboard for shooting. Especially in Red Dead 2, when you're
He
on a
exclusively
horse,
listens to
oh
Smash
man,
Mouth,
good
White
luck
Boy,
aiming with a controller on that.
cover bands.
When everyone asks for PlayStation games
I
on
disown
PC.
him.
Yeah, but those are coming soon. Sony, I think, is releasing them slowly. Which I'm fine with, so I can buy them later. Maybe in the shelf. Yeah, I love that Ryan is super useless. He cannot
What if
find
it's the
anything,
original
but he
Broadway
doesn't
cast
even
of
try to
Corsair
find
V
stuff. He's just looking and waiting
At
for me
least
to
I'd be
point
ironic.
at things.
No toy to be seen.
So yeah. This character is an idiot.
Maybe in the junk box.
Gives me vibes of Tell Me Why. Well, I think those are the same developers, right? Or am I missing something? There it is. I can now... But still, I cannot pet the cat.
Be safe out there.
What the hell,
If I
game?
die a horrible
Let me
cat-related
pet
death,
the
tell
dang
Gabe I'm
cat.
sorry.
Ryan is like Dora the Explorer. Exactly. Yeah, perfect reference.
Who's the superior mammal now?
Oh, but the cat is so cute. Yeah, it reminds me of my cat that passed away
Good idea.
a month and a half ago. He was a black cat as
Guy
well.
lives in the woods.
F's in the chat for my cat.
Pretty good at this
NASA.
customer service thing.
Rest in peace. I'm not kidding, that's true. But I'm over it already.
Should have known.
But yeah, it reminds me of my cat. Don't not may tell me why. Oh, okay. So it's a different developer. Gotcha.
Wait. Seriously?
Yeah, F.
Dave and I used to listen to records together all the time.
But yeah, I'm
Forget
going
about the
through it
world
fine.
and rock out for
The leggings
hours.
look
You gotta
look
tell me
tight.
what Gabe
Yeah,
was like as a kid.
that cat can kill us with no effort.
Anything
Yeah.
you can
Why
do?
did he die? Why did your SSD die? My
Actually,
SSD. Well,
He
SSDs
was
in
a pretty
general,
badass older brother.
when they die, they just
He
snap
posted
out of
ads,
life.
which at the time I
So
thought was
that SSD,
awesome.
I used it for 3-4
And he
years,
somehow
heavy
managed
use,
to get his
and
first
it had an
tattoo when he was
owner
12.
a couple years back. So yeah, drink mate if you're sad. Drink
legend
mate
only
in whenever mood you're
Alright,
at.
you're looking
It's going to
at
work.
20 even.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the Fs.
No, no way. I can't believe you're doing this again.
No. Come on.
Do you have any idea how much time I've put into this?
Okay, let's see if effects show up. It's probably going to drop
just-
frames.
No, dude, I can't come over there. I'm working.
Drink mate if you're sad. Yeah. I'm playing RE8 768p medium on the 750 Ti. Works most of the time. Well, enjoy, man.
It's called a job. Maybe
Great
you'd
game.
understand if you ever
One of
had
my
to.
favorites
Watch
this
the
year.
boost if
Kaioken. Yeah, I remember- that's a good one.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
She's Goku. Kaioken 10 times.
handle that.
You're a lifesaver.
What TV series you watching right now? I'm not watching
I'll
anything.
go.
Too much
be there
time
one sec.
spending on making game videos. So yeah, not watching anything at the
Organizing a
moment.
LARP shouldn't be this hard.
Too busy. Will you test Aliens Fire Team Elite in the future? Maybe. We'll see.
Are you okay?
Yeah, FC for respect, yeah, of course. Is it difficult to make a video or stream about the Series S due to storage size? Yeah, but I got an external drive, a 4 terabyte external drive for the games that are
James,
not
that's also Queen.
Xbox Series enhanced.
Sounds like
Those
there's
can be
some
installed on
unrest in the
an
community.
external hard drive. So most of the games, since our Xbox One games run at 60 frames, I can
Somehow I knew
do
I'd find you in here.
every game on the 4 terabyte drive, and the ones that require SSD, we put them on the SSD. Performance will be the same,
wait for
so
you guys to meet.
no worries.
I think you'd be
So
great
all
friends.
data on it is gone, that sucks. Yeah, it was a 1 terabyte
two
drive,
favorite people in
but
my
since it
favorite
was
place.
on the gaming
What have you
PC,
guys been up to?
it was replaceable really. The data was replaceable in a way that
Talking about bird calls.
there was only games and my MSI Afterburner configuration,
This guy really
so
loves
it was
his
nothing
birds.
important in there, only games.
Guilty.
So I just had to download this
You know we're
game
trying to
again,
keep her in
basically.
Haven, right?
So yeah, that's the thing with
Anyway,
that
I'm glad you two
SSD.
met. Not
Good thing
only
the
is she
data
still my
was,
best friend,
I could get rid of the
she's the best
data
guide to
without a
Haven
problem.
you
It
could
was
ever
just a
find.
gaming PC.
And
The streaming PC, on the other hand, well, I need to protect that with my life.
Beers?
Love from India, well, love from Uruguay. Microsoft memory upgrade is like
way.
$200 if I remember good. Yeah,
Matt
it
was
is,
in here
but
earlier,
I mean,
and,
you don't need that right now. Most
really
games work fine on a hard drive, so if you need the
That's what I
SSD, that would be for quick resume or
my shift starts
for
in 20.
Series S
Ready to Tag along?
enhanced
I'll
titles.
catch up by.
So most games
Got a radio
nowadays,
for
you
the
can put them on the hard drive, run them up there, like the Xbox One games that are enhanced. Most of the games on Game Pass have that feature. And yeah, loading times are longer, but at the same time, you can play the game and put the fast games that need to be fast on the internal drive. Are getting the Steam Deck, hopefully, but it's not here anytime soon, so gotta wait for
I should
that
check
one.
in.
What card in your stream
Anyway.
PC? Link in the description.
yeah, of
Everything is in there. Guys, anything that you want to know about my gear, what I'm using, link in the description.
What up?
Amazon
Master
affiliate
Slave
links.
Thaynor?
Hey,
1 week
Okay,
to
it's
the
dropping
warm
below
stove?
50, but I
hell
mean,
yeah.
yeah.
Attaboy.
Let's now try very quickly 720p. Let's see if we can get good frames on the highest settings. And we're swapping to the 570. I've seen enough, I think. Very slowly paced game. So, hang on. Let's put it on cinematic. We're only lowering the textures to high because, you know, VRAM constraints. Okay, if I go to the absolute maximum settings at 720p, we get
Are we driving
over 30
Steph?
frames, which is fine,
See.
but I'm not
She's
sure
a GM,
what's
so she's gonna
different
be in Denver pretty early.
on the highest settings from very high.
Mom says I'm supposed to stay at the land.
But I don't think it's worth it.
Work.
I'm guessing better shadows and better reflections. So yeah, let's just put it on very high. Cinematic seems unnecessary. So we put it on very high. Like that. And yeah,
I
from
don't
very
wanna
high
hang
to
out at
cinematic, there's like a 30 frames
that
difference
okay?
at 720p, so... Sorry, 20 frames difference. So I will either play it on very high at 720p for mostly over 50 frames in
Katysh,
parts like
Good
this.
to meet you.
Yeah,
And
same.
then,
See you
if you want
around.
1080p, well, you can do medium settings for 40 to
So
60
weird
frames,
seeing you do
or
the
very
dad
high
thing.
settings for over
That
30
thing?
frames.
No.
But medium looks great, yeah, medium
I'm
looks
better
almost
than
the
that.
same, maybe
I'm
lower
like
quality
that plus.
textures and reflections. But medium I think is completely acceptable, so 1080p medium would be my selection.
Ethan didn't tell Gabe about
Yeah,
going
VRAM
to
limits
explore
suck,
the world.
but at least we can do
He
it.
trusted
Have
me
you
to
seen
keep a
12
secret.
minutes? Yeah, I'm not interested
Should
right
I?
now, but I might check it out
Should I blow his
on my
cover?
own. It's on Game Pass, so... Yeah, I also... Okay, keep Ethan's secret, tell Gabe. Yeah, I'll keep the secret. I'm not a bad guy. I don't know what the secret was, but we're keeping the
Yeah,
secrets.
Fine. Just thinking about you as the Hobbs to Ethan's Calvin.
Exactly. That's exactly.
So
what
yeah,
it's like.
720p, 60,
Except
50
you're,
to 60 is doable on very
know,
high.
dating his mom.
But again, medium looks good if you
Clearly
want
you
extra
haven't read my
frames.
Calvin and Hobbes fanfiction.
But I would go for 1080p very high, personally. Over 30 frames, yeah. The game looks better. But again, if you want 15 frames more, well, the game's still looking decent. Medium is fine. But I don't mind 30 frames in games like this, personally.
So,
Okay.
this is what a mining town looks like. Thought there'd be more guys in overalls running around.
With soot all over
But,
their faces.
yeah, I think I've seen enough of this card. So again, on this game I would go 1080p very high, personally, because 30 frames, I don't mind. 30 frames is fine on a game like this. So... Yeah, like this. Very high with cinematic view distance and anti-aliasing. So guys, at least for me, this is the best settings. 30 frames, no issues, game looks good. And if you want higher frames, medium settings is a good way to maintain those frames,
What
to
do
maintain
they
the
might
visual
need, though?
aesthetic.
Used to be silver back in the day.
Low
And
kinda
now?
kills the visuals
They
too
blow
much.
these big holes in the mountains and sell it off to nuclear power.
Oh, okay, the Series S version features some ray traced shadows, that's interesting.
We'll actually be able to hear a blast
Ray
later
traced
tonight.
shadows, personally, I don't care much about them.
Sounds like it.
Shadows, big shadows like this, in my opinion, still look
Hey,
good
got someone I
and
want you to
perform a
meet.
lot better, so...
Alex, this is my
Yeah.
buddy Jed.
Bloody hell, will you listen to this horse shit?
How many monitors do you use? I use an ultra wide for the live stream
on
and
the Black
OBS,
Lantern.
and I use a
For the
1080p
last 12
monitor
years or so.
for the game
It's
itself.
good to meet you, Alex. Heard a hell of a lot about you.
Oh?
Only bad stuff. Mostly lies.
So yeah,
Your brother's full of
these are
shit.
the settings,
You know that?
so let's go now for the 570. So we shut it down and we jump into the 570. Back in the studio, guys, let's do the 570. The PC is shutting down. Again, here's the Series S with the 4TB drive for Xbox One games. And there's an Xbox One S back here, right there, behind the microphone. So we're testing those soon. Let's do now the 570. Ti, let's put it to the side. Time for the 570. Alright. On the 570 I forgot to install the drivers. So yeah. Where are you from? I am from Uruguay, a country between Argentina and Brazil in South America. So yeah, we're going to install drivers now, so patience. Good thing now I can capture while I install drivers. So let's show that. Again, thanks to Square Enix for providing a code for the game. That wobble though, yeah. The thing with the with this, I need to find a way to put the camera in a more stable position. But that's fine. ¿Harás pruebas de Tales of Arise? Sí, después de este stream va a salir stream de Tales of Arise, más tarde. Bueno, genial, Betno, me alegro muchísimo. Que disfrutes la PC. Congrats to Betno, guys, in the chat. He built a PC and he said that the videos helped him. So, Betno, enjoy the PC, man. Good thing you can find one. Good thing you can find one in these days where it's difficult to find GPUs at a good price. Did you know that GeForce Now is running beta in Latin America? Oh, nice. Okay, I'm going to check it out. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate that. Alright, hang on. I think that the 570 is not properly installed. Give me 1 second. I'm seeing if it's plugged in properly. In the meantime, let's swap to the studio camera. There we go. 1 sec. Yeah, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't fit properly. That's what he said. That's the issue with having to swap multiple things. Nice music, thanks. Yeah, it's in the description. It's royalty-free music. It's the elevator music. Do you use CDU to uninstall your GPU drivers? Yeah, I do. Okay, we booted. And as you can see, the resolution is all effed up. That's because we don't have drivers installed for the 570. So let's go install those drivers. Run. Do you ask the dev to provide you game codes or they give them themselves? No, I have to request them. Very rarely they reach out to me. The thing that surprised me the most is when Ubisoft reached out to me. Yeah, I always do that, Jay. Yeah, I need to do those to keep you guys interested. Okay, yeah, ray trace shadows are useful when some dynamic lights are there, not only the sun. Yeah, I agree. This game is probably going to have a lot of that, so ray tracing might be interesting in some sections of the game, but we'll see later on. Is that a Series S on your CPU, on your PC? Yeah. Yeah, guys, I got a Series S and a 4 terabyte and a 4 terabyte hard drive for the Xbox One games that run through backwards compatibility, because I'm going to analyze that. So yeah, I'm going to be playing a lot of games testing performance on the Series S, but it has so little storage that I'm installing the Series S exclusive games, to say it in some way, the enhanced games on the internal drive, and on the external drive we're doing the games that do not require an SSD. So I'm going to be able to test a lot of games. Are you hearing some music playing? Not anymore. I turned that off. Is the music playing still? Ah, genial, Koala, lo vamos a probar, Gracias por los heads up. So GeForce Now is now in South America through a new Uruguayan company, so great, I'm going to check it out eventually. Thanks, guys. Do you have a PS5? No, I'm doing Xbox for now because I think Game Pass is a great deal. The PS5 is hard to get, super expensive. The Series S is affordable, and I usually do affordable stuff in my channel. So yeah, I'd rather stick to that. Okay, so we're installed now, the drivers. Let's check if there's any new drivers to download, just to check out. I connect the internet. Okay, drivers are up to date. We're enabling what? GPU scaling, like before. Are you going to test the games on the Series S? Yeah, but I don't know when yet. There's too many games right now. So hang here. Deal with me now. What's the name of that word? Bear with me. Bear with me. Eventually I'm getting there. I'm only one person, so gonna test games, gonna do a lot of stuff. But don't worry, I'm getting there eventually. It won't take long. So let's launch Steam. You know a new Wolverine game is coming? Yeah, I know. Super excited. I watched the showcase yesterday and man, I was blown away that there's going to be a Wolverine game in 2020 something. I wasn't expecting that. I'm a huge fan. Okay, we're doing DX11 and after that we're doing DX12 just to check if there's any performance difference on the 570. Hang on. Gotta open MSI Afterburner. There we go, 570. Oh, my country PS5 is about $1,000. Well, here is $1,500. So imagine that. Okay, so in here we have 46 frames. Good thing that the menus have an actual render in real time, so we can compare the DX11 versus DX12. So we're doing very high settings, as you can see here. Let's put it on cinematic, except in those textures, because you know, VRAM. Okay, so this is the highest settings, guys, again, on 1080p. Again, I don't think cinematic is worth it, but it's just to see frames. So 32 frames on the X11, remember that number, 32 frames. VRAM usage around 3.5 gigabytes. So again, 32 frames, let's see on the X12 how it is. Yeah, the Wolverine game on PS2, I remember the one on the PS3, that was super different. I love the PS3 Wolverine game. PS5 is killing Xbox with all the exclusives. Yeah, but each exclusive is full price, and some are $70. But on Xbox I can just pay for Game Pass and I have a ton of games. I don't know, for most people I think the Xbox is better value. Okay, the X12 runs worse. It was 32 frames on the X11. On the X12 is 25 frames. So definitely a performance decrease on the X12 for the 570. I'm guessing the X12 is more for ray tracing to be enabled, and we don't have a ray tracing capable card, so yeah. Yeah, no. Let's just go back to the X11. Do you know the channel Sid Worms Gaming? Yeah, I know. I watched it before. Pretty interesting in benchmarks. I like that he talks in the entire video and he's just having fun. I don't know. It's a good channel to watch, I think. We do similar stuff, but he does it more like I'm having fun and testing games at the same time. Yeah, Game Pass is super cheap and you can play a lot of games. That's my way of seeing it. I love the exclusives, don't get me wrong. Some of my favorite games are on PlayStation. But for the price, I don't know. For the price I cannot recommend the PS5 right now. Each game being $60 to $70. I don't know, it's too much, at least for me. Let's connect the controller again. Yeah, not sure why the controller... Okay, never mind. There we go. Yeah, sometimes this happens. Let's remove the device and try it again. Yeah, the thing is the controller turns off when I turn off the computer. There we go. The exclusive will come to PC eventually. Yeah, I agree. But while we cannot buy a PC, a GPU at a good price. I hate when games don't recognize my gamepad when I turn it on. Let's go. Will you do Judgment Remastered? Yeah, I'm doing that one. For sure. Without a doubt. I don't mind that they come later. I mean, as long as they arrive to the PC, I'm happy. Okay, for some reason it's not detecting my controller. What a shame. Yeah. No. Controller not working. What the hell? Yeah, and to think that, yeah, it's connected. Whatever. Let's use mouse and keyboard then. It's been fun. Sorry about that, guys. So we're on the ultra settings, so highest settings. You got cinematic, which is ultra. And yeah, I mean, it's nice and all, but I'd rather put it on very high. The performance difference is huge. Let's see if we can get 30 frames like this. How do you get the battery bar in the Bluetooth settings? It just shows up. I didn't do it on purpose. Okay. VRAM usage is way higher than on the 1050 Ti. So maybe I need to lower those textures.
No,
yeah,
yeah.
this is a lot of system RAM as well. And there are more stutters when the camera cuts.
What up, Monster Slayer Thanor?
Hey,
1 week to the LARP, you stoked?
hell yeah.
Attaboy. No, we gotta talk road trips next. It's a long drive to Denver.
Also, the demo for the
Are
new
we
Judgment is out on
driving
PlayStation.
Steph?
Gotcha. Thanks for the heads
See.
up.
She's
You
a
look great
GM,
today.
so she's
Thanks,
gonna be in
man.
Denver pretty
You're
early.
looking great today, especially on your profile picture.
Mom says I'm supposed
How
to
do you
stay at the
get,
lantern until she gets off work. But I kind of want to hang out at home. Is that okay?
Will you test the free vampire game? Yeah, I'm testing that probably tomorrow. Too many games, guys. Too many games. Looks good. The vampire game, I played it for an hour.
Capiche. Good to meet you.
And it's been
Yeah,
fun
same.
so
See you
far.
around.
Yeah.
So weird seeing you do the dad thing.
Dad thing? No.
Okay, it's
no, no,
dropping
no,
below
no.
30 on the highest
No,
settings.
better
Let's
than
go
that.
for very high. That's more realistic. I'll tell you, this will be a huge performance difference. Look at this. I lowered post-process, shadows, and effects to a very high. And we're at 35 frames now. We apply. And we get 47. It's a 12 frame per second increase. Just do not use the cinematic settings. Do yourself a favor, please.
I'm like Dad Plus.
Very high.
We trust each other.
Yeah. Very
He tells me
high
stuff
all the
he doesn't
way
even tell Shar.
on this one.
Ethan didn't tell Gabe about going to explore.
Neo is free on Epic. Yeah, I made a video. I'm going to play it later today. But
Should
not
I?
right now.
Or should I blow his cover?
Let's keep the secrets. I'm keeping that secret. Thanks.
You
Hola,
good?
amigo ruso. Hey, Russian
Yeah,
friend. How's it
fine.
going?
Just thinking about you.
So yeah, on the 570, I'll use very high.
Exactly. That's exactly
45
what
frames
it's
for the
like.
570 is sad. No, on a game like
Sure.
this, that
You
you're
know,
not doing much in the
beat
way
his
of
mom.
reflexes. 30 frames is fine.
Clearly, you
Visuals
haven't
are
read my Calvin
okay.
and Hobbes fanfiction.
It's more about taking choices, not doing much.
What?
So yeah, maybe moving around,
do you say we
but
get you
60
separately?
frames on a game like this, personally, I think is not needed. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but visually it looks good, in my opinion at least.
So,
I kinda expected more
This
too
is what
since
a
previous
monitor
one was
looks like.
1050 Ti. Well, keep in mind that the 1050 Ti with these settings runs at 30 frames. And this is over 40, so it's running better than the 1050 Ti, but quite a bit margin. I mean, 10
Used to be
frames more,
silver back in the day.
or 15 frames more actually.
Uranium. They blow these
So,
big holes in
it's
the
an
mountains and
improvement,
sell it off to nuclear
nonetheless.
power plants.
But still not worth going for the cinematic
Actually be able to
settings.
hear a blast later tonight.
It's kinda like a movie, so 30 frames is good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You select different
Jed, hey, got someone I want you to
conversation choices, and
Alex,
sometimes
this
you
is
have to do
Buddy
quick
Jed.
time events, but again,
Bloody hell.
you're not
Listen
doing
to this
precise
horse
aiming
shit.
like a first person
His
shooter.
bossy
That's not
means-
what the game is about.
you on the
If you
Black
play Life
Lantern.
is Strange, you probably know what I'm talking
12
about.
years or so.
The first one.
It's good to meet you, Alex. Heard a hell
So
of a
yeah,
lot
this
about
is
you.
a different style of game than usual. Alan Wake
that's-
Remaster is coming, bro. Yeah, it's coming soon. It is set for a 570,
Your
not
brother's
set
full
for
of
this
shit,
game.
you know?
Why set for a
He
570?
just about wet himself waiting for you to get here.
I mean, considering this game is pretty demanding on the GPU side. Okay, well, mouse control is pretty good. I can use the wheel to select the option. That's cool.
Oh, did he manage to hold it in this time?
So as I was saying, it's sad in a way that, oh yeah, you're not getting 60s, but it's kind of expected in a game like this.
Yeah, she's okay.
So if I'm talking about the 570
You coming?
while playing this game, then I'm talking about the game as well. You cannot separate those two things at the moment.
I'll fill you in later. Like, you do not
Is
wanna
that
get this
J.K.
guy started.
Simmons? Let me see.
I'm
I didn't
loquacious,
see the
goddammit.
resemblance.
It's charming.
Yeah, it feels like an older
Oh,
J.K.
before you
Simmons.
leave,
Is a PC with a
warning.
1650 Super
Max
worth
got
it
that
for
old fuck up his ass
$770? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I would
So,
rather get a Series
you know,
S personally
eyes
for that price if you can find one.
Anyway, you guys go settle. Alex,
It
pleasure.
should be running
Right,
games
Jack.
a little bit better. And then later on you can get a PC, save up,
So,
and then you can replace the Series S with a
Spring
computer.
Festival equals
Right now
mountain
prices on the GPU side are too high, so
Not possible.
yeah, I'm recommending a
I could
console
drink some
nowadays.
straight-up Wicker Man
Does this
shit.
game support FSR? No, it doesn't. Will you have to test Neo 1 tests? Yeah. Neo 1 tests are coming later on today. After this, we're doing Tales of Arise. So yeah, patience, my darlings, we're getting there. On console, it's 30 frames locked. Well, it kind of makes sense. Again, cinematic experience. It's like watching a movie, like an interactive movie. So I'm not surprised that the console's running at 30 frames. And considering it has ray tracing on the next gen consoles, 30 frames was to be expected. Here you can find a PC for almost 800 euros with a 1050 Ti. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You can see how expensive GPUs are right now. That's why I'm recommending consoles nowadays to play games. With
Don't
Game
sound so
Pass,
surprised.
a console is worth it, especially if you can find a used one. Pretty cheap. Do you think it's smart to replace a budget PC with a console? It really depends on what you want to do, on what you want to play. If you want to buy, I don't know, if you have a 750 Ti, for example, and want to play
Welcome to my
newer
crib.
gen titles, you can buy a Series S instead of changing your entire computer.
Seriously.
So you can play the
great.
competitive games on PC and then the more demanding
The best
games on
part
the
is,
console, since again, you have Game Pass
actually yours.
on Series S. And it would be
I'm also
better
staying
than a
in
computer
Charlottesville.
that you can buy for the same price. So at the moment, again, considering GPU prices, I'll get a console in the meantime while we wait for GPUs to
love
drop
it.
price. Then when GPUs are at a good price, sell
know what
that
to
console
say.
in the used market, since they will be...
Say thank you.
You should be able to sell them at a good price, and there you can buy the
Or
GPU
I'm
with the
definitely
funds you
naming my
saved
first and third
while
one
playing on
to
the console.
Gabriel or Gabriela.
In Algeria, you can find $800 PC with 3600G. Hi, Russian friend, how's it going? I do not see 4K textures, no skin light scattering, no screen space reflections. Screen space reflections, I saw some here and there. And the subsurface scattering, I'm not noticing it either. They look like clay characters, but I think
like
that's
how
an
I
art
imagine
style
it.
choice.
Yeah?
Do I look how you expected?
So yeah, but the shadows look good. They have the shading around it
I honestly didn't expect you
when
to
they
have-
are away from the source. So they're trying to mimic
When you move to
the
Colorado,
penumbra.
you automatically get an amazing beard.
Do you think
Potential
1650 will
galaxy
hold up
craft
for 2 more
and
years?
a
Yeah,
super-
probably. Considering the
Funny.
GPU prices,
I
we're
didn't
not
get
getting
any
a lot of
things.
new stuff,
worry, I
so
will stop at
it'll be
nothing
fine.
To get you
So
your
the
very own
700X,
Colorado
Ryzen 5 3600, which is better for RPCS 3.
Because
The 3600,
I actually got you
higher
something.
single-threaded performance.
Wait.
Yeah, the 2700X, more cores, but the single-threaded performance on that one will limit you on the emulator, so 3600 would be my answer to that.
Surprise.
What software are you using to see frames?
album I
MSI Afterburner. I have a tutorial
I
on
was
that
gonna
on my
get this for
channel.
you.
Well, I got it for you first, so I get the credit.
As you can see here, we are indoors in a less demanding scene. Well, we're over 50 all the time. And I love that music doesn't sound because I muted copyrighted music. So the characters are just doing this without any music. That's hilarious. Yeah, there's a button to mute the copyrighted music to protect creators on YouTube and on Twitch. But this is clearly copyrighted music right now
I can't get
because
out of this.
it disabled the
It's just
copyrighted
like old
stuff.
times.
I love when the characters are doing this without music. Have you tried NZXT Cam? Yeah, I used to be sponsored by NZXT to use Cam.
I can't.
But then
It's too late.
we went different ways and I stopped being sponsored by them. Yeah, he's just dancing randomly. What is even that? So yeah, I used to be sponsored by NZXT, but then we parted ways because creative decisions. So yeah.
You just gotta let the beat flow through you.
Personally, I think that Afterburner is superior in every way. NZXT Cam is pretty limited in options for seeing stuff working in real time in your PC. In Austria, you could almost find a used GPU that is not used for mining for a better price. Yeah, but that's not happening everywhere.
Fine.
The option streamer mode in the menu keeps spreading. Yeah, I love that. I love that there's an option for streamer mode. So I don't have to worry about music. And there is some music in the background. But this is hilarious. I love this. Because music is not sounding. Because it's copyrighted. So they're just moving randomly. Like there was music in the background. Will you test Tales of Arise? Yeah, that's coming in around 4 or 5 hours from now. I'm doing that video, yeah. Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, guys, after this I'm doing Tales of Arise. So stay tuned. We're doing that. And after that we're doing Neo. But yeah, that was super cute. Without music, even.
Just give me a sec. Yeah.
Nice haircut, Santiago, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm super comfortable now when I remove my headphones. I can actually get my hair properly in place.
Something's wrong.
Does it have the Nuvo? Yeah, it has the Nuvo. So guys, if you wanted to know, this game has the Nuvo DRM.
What you think, Mac?
So that's a thing that you should keep in mind if you care about DRM. Well, it does have the Nuvo.
Tell me why I shouldn't kick your ass right now.
No.
So yeah,
No,
one of my
no,
favorite
no,
music
no.
played on my
Not
earphones. Yeah,
Not my place, Mac. You really need to
yeah,
talk to your
true.
girlfriend. I'm talking.
Kaioken! What the hell? Rude! Come on, use your powers. Kill him! Make me do a quick time event to kill him, please.
Stay.
Stay.
The fuck
The fuck.
The frick.
away from her.
Away from him.
W. Okay, it has quick time events. Nice. But you don't need 60 frames to do quick time events. Let's be honest, guys. Why the characters glow red? I don't know. Oh, she kicked his ass. What the hell? She's strong. Okay. F's in the chat for Mac. Whoa. She's kicking everyone's asses.
Gabe, I didn't.
It's okay.
F's in the chat for Mac, the guy in the ground. He got beaten down. She absolutely wrecked him. Yeah, he doesn't know what happened. A train ran over him.
He's just fucking psycho.
He says that before beating down his brother. Mac came in,
I'm so sorry.
kicked that kid Gabe's ass. And then Mac says, hey, she's a psycho. Yeah, I love those characters. This is what happens when I try to flirt with my crush. Yeah, basically. You kick everybody's ass. That was badass. I like that. Yeah, look at her fingers. Yeah, she absolutely smashed him.
Wait, Gabe.
Alex, it's fine. I gotta go start my shit.
Although, let's be honest, guys, when we do that in real life, it never goes out well. It never ends up as winning. It ends up with our asses kicked. It never happens like that. Is the game good? I don't know. I've been playing it for around an hour and I'm not paying attention to the story. Okay, that looks bad. That sync looked terrible. And that reflection is probably fake. Yeah. Yeah, true, Firegate 13. They dropped the F-bomb 13 times already. But that's fine, we're adults here.
I'm okay.
But I like when the game doesn't explain why that happened. She probably has some sort of powers that we don't know of. Okay. Hopefully now we go outside, so the game allows us to do some more demanding stuff. Where are the RTX reflections? I don't have an RTX card, so that's not going to happen. Unpack the bag. Gotcha. Let's unpack. Where's the bag? Probably... there we are. Not sure if this game has ray trace reflections. Probably yes. Looking at that camera shot, it probably does on the consoles. On the RTX cards. But there's also ray trace shadows, I think. Somebody told me there that there are ray trace shadows in this game. But again, we don't have an RTX capable GPU. So as of right now, we're not testing those. We're testing that in the future. This game is beating GTA in F-bombs. Yeah, I mean... you can see it in the cover of the game, actually.
Ethan's really
Is it a full
talented.
game? No 5 episodes? Yeah, guys, good thing, Hiro, you mentioned. So the game is not actually episodic like the other Life is Strange titles, which I love. I want to play these games from beginning to end in general. This is a complete game. Shushu. I thought it said Snoo Snoo. Death by Snoo Snoo. Okay, Shushu, not Snoo Snoo. My dirty mind. Okay, what now? Unpack the bag. Gotcha. I have to keep bringing stuff out of the bag. So yeah, this is a full game. It doesn't have episodes. I can play it from beginning to end if I want to. Which I love that change. I hated episodic games. Because in general I like to binge on them and finish them. So yeah, what now? Unpack the bag. I still need to unpack the bag. Alright. Have you seen the new Matrix trailer? No, I haven't. But I know Keanu Reeves is back, so... if Keanu Reeves is in it, I'm all in. Alright.
No way.
And probably again, if it has ray trace reflections in the RTX cards, probably the glasses of the main character are ray traced, I'm guessing.
Mom's healthy.
Do you know that TSMC will rise the price of chipset around 10 to 15%? Yeah, of course, there's high demand. They can do whatever they want. So probably that will be our next price hike. Keanu just loves his John Wick look. Yeah, I love the John Wick look on Keanu. So badass. Keanu Reeves is the pinnacle of humankind. We all want to be like Keanu Reeves. FSR has been added to the medium. Yeah, I'm going to test it soon. There's too many games now. But it's coming soon. Yeah, too many things, guys. Too many games. I'm doing 3 live streams today to keep up. So imagine that. Do you recommend to keep 570 or update it? If it fills your needs for PC gaming, I don't need to upgrade personally. I would keep it. GPUs are so expensive that, yeah. The medium, 30 frames on a 2080 Ti, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that game runs like absolute garbage. The medium, yeah. Dual viewports, that's what happens. Runs like absolute garbage. But this one runs okay. Have you played the first 2 Life is Strange games? I played the first one. I haven't played Before the Storm. But I played the first one. Pretty good. Life is Strange 2, I haven't finished it. I played the first 2 episodes and then I forgot about it. I'm not sure if this one is a direct sequel. Yeah, affordable PC gaming is F'd up until 2023. That's why I got a Series S and a 1S. Consoles right now are a better deal. So now, also guys, I know how to how to record like Digital Foundry and analyze frame rates using video footage. So you're going to see that from me from now on. Apart from PC gaming, I'm doing console frame rate tests.
Well, Alex.
Yeah, dual viewports and RTX equals cinematic 24 frames. Exactly.
So, how are you feeling right now?
I love that you can read our comments. Thank you. No worries, man. I'm here to talk to you guys, analyze the game's performance. So that's what I like about doing YouTube. I can talk to you guys in real time. Is this game free or am I missing it? No, this is a paid game, but it's not episodic. You can play it from beginning to end without an issue. ¿Vas a testear también el Battlefield 2042? Sí, por supuesto. Someone was asking me if I'm doing Battlefield 2042. Yeah, I'm doing it. As soon as it releases, the betas, the alphas, whatever I can get access to, we're giving it a shot. Looking forward to console comparisons. Good to know. I'm super excited to give that a shot. Hello Santiago, how you doing, man? I'm doing fine, man. What about you, Kumar? Happy to have you here. Yeah, she's singing, but we cannot hear her because copyrighted music is muted. But I love this thing that says Alex sings. It reminds me of Speaks Japanese. This is a new story, not a direct sequel. Okay, then you don't need to play the previous ones. Interesting. I like that. So far I'm liking what I'm seeing visually. Interesting aesthetic. Oh man. Like a matte painting. So yeah, her hair is cool. I like that. Not blue or purple. Yeah, more realistic. But I hate that I cannot skip some of the dialogue. It will make the live stream easier to do. I am so excited for Riders Republic. Yeah, Riders Republic was fun. Was fun. I played the beta. This is a great song, yeah. Oh man, such a good song. Good copyrighted song I'm not listening to because YouTube. She sings some cringe songs for teens. Well, whatever, right?
You and your damn surprise.
I am 19 and this is deep. It reminds me of that. That's hilarious. Tengo un Play 4 en camino, jugaré ahí por un tiempo porque no puedo permitirme forzar más mi PC. Y sí, se entiende, Cuchillo, se entiende. Tiene sentido. Someone was saying, hey, I bought a PS4 because too expensive to upgrade my GPU. Understandable, man. Understandable. Santiago's G Fuel is mate. Exactly. You got that right. Okay, heads downstairs to the bar. There's a bar inside the house? It actually looked like so bad and you're playing on 16 GB of VRAM booted 3. What do you mean? Oh, 16 megabytes. Okay, now I got the reference.
Stop that. You need to take care of yourself.
Got Mac patched up. Let's take a look at you now.
Yeah, there's a complete bar.
Oh, looks pretty nasty right about here.
Under the house.
So,
Just tell us when games are free available. Yeah, I always do that.
Charlotte,
When games are
right?
free, I'll let you guys know.
I'm sorry you had to see
Nothing
this
new
fight.
for the channel
What a
there.
terrible first impression.
I think, is there any chance you'll move to Twitch in the future? No, zero chance. Nobody watches Twitch in general, at least in my channel. I mean, if I told you guys, hey, let's go to Twitch, you probably are not going to get there. I mean, some of you will, but most of you just get here through notifications or looking in the YouTube search bar, so Twitch doesn't work for me. And Twitch also doesn't allow me to change the video quality settings, so if I'm streaming at 1440p, Twitch will only stream my 1440p footage, and you guys wouldn't be able to lower the resolutions to watch the live stream.
I love that.
On a slow internet connection, so for me Twitch is a no-go.
Or Rising.
Mostly because you guys wouldn't be able to change the video options on Twitch, because I wouldn't be a Twitch affiliate. So yeah, it doesn't make sense for me to go to Twitch.
Wow. I don't know. Today's been a roller coaster so far.
So okay, the 570, just do 1080p, very high settings, and you're good to go, over 30 frames. In these indoor areas, well, the game is not demanded indoors. because there's less detail.
He obviously thinks you're really
Probably
cool.
medium settings if you want 60 frames, but that's about it.
I know literally nothing about
Cutscenes
this.
benchmark, yeah, basically. That's what Life is Strange is about on
appreciate
PC.
that.
My videos are, okay, let's watch cutscenes rendered in real time.
Beef pie special. Watch the gravy.
Let's move on to a 1650 Super. Yeah, I think I'm
Said
doing
you're
that.
skipping dinner. No starving artists on my watch.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to do Twitch, at least for me. It doesn't fit me.
I do have to get going. I'm making some pieces for the spring festival and they have to be done.
Yeah, I know some of you guys find it boring, and I agree because it's not an action game, it's more like watching
glad
an
to hear.
interactive movie,
I'm looking forward to getting there.
which I know it's not for everyone, but I'm just testing performance here, so
Bye. Thanks for supper.
this is for the people that are interested in the game, to see if it runs well, and I would say runs properly, over 30 frames, and a game like this is fine. It's only pressing buttons on the dialogue choices, is pressing quick time events, so yeah, nothing difficult about running this at 30 frames. So yeah, being a story-based game makes sense to be over 30 frames, just fine.
So I'm short-staffed.
Again, like watching a movie.
Gabe tells me you've worked at a restaurant.
How many seasons are there? Non-seasons.
Couple years
It's
experience as
it's
a
a complete
server?
game. Doesn't have episodes, which is the biggest improvement I would say over the previous Life is Strange. So there's no episodic nature. You just go and play the entire thing if you want to. So finally, thanks
Never
Square
stops,
Enix for stopping doing episodic stuff. Thank God. We can play from beginning to end.
Want to give it a try? It's not too busy right now.
So yeah, I understand. How many buttons have you pressed already? Only WASD, Enter, Escape,
All right.
and that's about it. And I
You
pressed
folks that need
W to do a quick time event.
Ducky and Diane over there.
Yeah, good thing episodic games are a thing of the past. I hated episodic
There's
games.
a table in the back that needs clearing. also.
These cutscenes never end.
You
Well,
can
the
give
game
the
is about
food orders to me,
cutscenes. It's like a
and I'll
huge
handle
cutscene
anyone
with
at the bar. All right?
choices and button prompts. So that's basically what the game
Really
is.
nice to have you here, Alex.
Does this game have FSR? No, it doesn't. Which is kind of a
Guess I'm
bummer.
a server now. Let's see
Okay.
how this goes.
So let me show you the settings for 60 frames. I'm going back to the start of the game because this part is not demanding at all. So I don't know why it always forces borderless. Should be on full screen. There we go. So again, 60 frames. For 60 frames, just do medium. As you can see, it's a massive boost. We jump from 60 to 87. So medium. And we're restarting the game from the beginning because this doesn't have any demanding parts. The demanding part was before. If you want episodic, go watch Netflix. Yeah, true. I agree completely. So we start from the beginning. Because again, more demanding than the part we were at. So Uncharted Lost Legacy Collection is coming to PC.
Alex,
It's coming
the
to
day's
PC,
finally here.
Uncharted 4 and
you've
Legacy.
been at the helping
And Legacy
hand
and the
for
Lost
over
Legacy.
8 years.
Uncharted
You've
1
been
to
through a lot
3
in that time.
are not coming to PC yet. No confirmation.
We have.
And now you're finally leaving to live with your brother.
Eucalyptus, está toda la descripción.
brother Gabe.
Toda la descripción. Guys, if you want to see any of the
says here you
specs
live
in my
in
computers,
Haven Springs,
it's in the
Colorado.
description. Everything is down
Is that
there.
correct? That's a big move.
Bueno, Cuchillo, eso es todo una opinión personal. Depende de cada uno.
Or a job?
Today's a very memorable day for me. I bet Sekiro today. Hey, nice man.
The bar he works at.
Congrats. Yeah, Sekiro is such a challenging game. The only issue about beating Sekiro is that every game seems super easy after playing that. Especially third-person games. After you play Dark Souls or finish Sekiro, all third-person games become super easy.
Interview question.
So congrats, man. Congrats on beating Sekiro. That's a huge accomplishment.
You know that
I haven't beaten
care
it yet.
about you. With everything that has happened, I just want what's best for you.
But yeah, Sekiro, such a demanding game on the player.
No one will. Once
It
I make
worn
this
off my left D-pad,
Just
my
be
left
girl.
analog stick on my controller for playing Sekiro. Yeah, it worn down. I had to swap them. Okay, here we are. Finding Cat's toy, 20 keys pressed. The rest of the story plus W for kick his butt. Yeah, exactly. I played Uncharted on a friend's PS4 and it looked very good. That's why I'm getting one for playing some story games, multiplayer on PC. Makes sense, man. That's the best way to experience gaming nowadays, I would say. Play the games that you have on PC, like Left 4 Dead, CSGO, maybe some more light games. And then on the console you can play Uncharted 4, that looks amazing, and it runs on 1080p. And the multiplayer for Uncharted 4 is 60 frames on PS4, on base PS4. And you can also play Ghost of Tsushima, you can play God of War.
Gabe said
So yeah, good thing getting a PS4. I think getting a PS4 nowadays is a good choice. If you want to play those exclusives. Personally, I think it's nice and all, but paying for each game full price, yeah, that kinda bothers me. Also, the Spider-Man games. Okay, this part that you can see, this is way more demanding than the indoor locations. So on medium settings we're getting 60 frames, so if you want to play at 60 and the game's still looking decent, well, you can put it on medium, on the 570. Like this. And if you want 30 frames with slightly better visuals, put it on very high. So you drop into the 40s, sometimes into the 30s, and that's basically it. You get better looking shadows, you get better lighting. And since it's a story-based game, like a huge cutscene, well, I'll play it like this on very high. Let's do the 1650 Super. I'm guessing that that one will be running a lot better because it's an Unreal Engine 4 game, so yeah. Let's shut it down and swap to the 1650 Super. We might be doing the 750 Ti as well. So back here, hi guys, hi. Let's do the 1650 Super now. So 1 sec. $570 is out. Oh, it's hot. Jesus. 1650 Super coming in hot. Okay, it's turned on. 1 second. Guys, if you remember, well, I'm in the studio now, so welcome. So I bought this controller a while back, a few months ago. It's the Xbox Series controller. I like the grip of it. It works directly on your PC. You can plug it in via USB-C or connect it via Bluetooth, which works properly on Windows. And when I got the used Xbox One S, I got the... Well, it came with a controller, the One S, so the Xbox One. And when I got the Series S, the used Series S, I got another Series controller. So I have the black and white Series controllers and an Xbox One controller. But I mean, look at the difference. The difference is that the Series S controller has better grip and a share button. That's basically it. So compare these two pictures, they are the same picture. So yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, the Series controller, I think it's one of the best controllers. It's an Xbox controller, a One controller with better grip. It has some rough texture behind it, and it has texture triggers. Let me see, there you go. So it's super comfortable, really. I'm impressed. Although I still like the DualSense more, it fits better in my hands, but this is super comfortable. Ya puedes jugar Halo pantalla dividida de 3 jugadores, sí. Yeah, when I invite friends over, we can play together now. One with mouse and keyboard and the other one with controllers. So we're going to have a big party with my friends, without a doubt. Okay, we're back into the computer now. So here we go. Let's open the NVIDIA control panel and I'll show you what I changed. I changed a couple things. I changed this just to have better compatibility with my capture card. Nothing that you guys would need to change necessarily. And here I enable fast sync so you don't see the screen tearing. And okay, what else? Well, power management on maximum performance, and we're enabling DSR. We might do 1440p. So we need DSR to do so. Why do you have an empty case there? It's not an empty case. What do you mean empty case? Hang on. Empty case? No, this is the streaming PC. This is not empty. This is a streaming PC. Yeah, no, I don't have an empty case. Where are you from? I'm from Uruguay. Okay, so let's get into the game now. So we open up a side afterburner. Nice. And we launch the game. Is the Series S D-pad a lot better than the One S's? I think it's more of a preference thing. This D-pad, I prefer it for fighting games personally because it's easy to do the combos on this one. Because this is a button now. So it's like if you're trying to do something in a fighting game, at least for me it's more comfortable. The Xbox One controller has the traditional D-pad. So yeah, I don't know, it's all preference. Personally, I like the D-pad on the Series controller more. Okay, now the controller works, that's wonderful. So give me a sec, there we go. So we're doing first the highest settings, then we're lowering the settings to very high, because you know, cinematic versus very high, a lot of difference in performance. And in my opinion, not worth it. Hang on, I don't have audio. My bad. Okay, there's the audio. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes the capture card doesn't want to work properly. You're from India? Well, welcome, welcome. Welcome, people from all over the world. I'm still shocked that people in India watch my channel. That's kind of insane. You guys are so far away from here. I think 1650 Super goes beyond 60 in this game. Yeah, it should be super easy. Okay. Yeah, the stutters are just loading the new assets as usual. Let's move the camera to load those assets. There we go. So as you can see here, we're getting basically 45 frames, which is good. You can play on the highest, sorry, this is ultra settings. So ultra. But as you can see, yeah, ultra looks okay. We have good shadows, we have ambient occlusion, there's reflections here and there. Well, in this one, actually, I don't see any screen space reflections. There's no puddles. So yeah, looking good. But if you lower it from the highest settings to very high, there's a massive performance difference. So we're at 44 frames on ultra. I go to very high, and how many frames we get? 64. We jump from 40 to 60. Yeah, no reason to be on the highest settings. So go for very high and you're good to go. I mean, look at that performance difference. And visually, let's be honest, visually I'm not noticing a huge difference. We're still having sharp shadows, we still have stuff into the distance. So yeah, are you going to test the 750 Ti? Yeah, I saw that I have enough time, so we're doing it. We're doing the 750 Ti after this. So yeah, let's see if there's... Yeah, I'm not seeing any... Oh yeah, there is screen space reflections. Let me zoom in to show you. I thought there weren't screen space reflections on water, but they are. See that water there? The water right here? If I move the camera down...
Time to meet Gabe.
The reflections disappear. Yeah, I think that's not super easy to see. Oh yeah, pretty subtle. Pretty subtle. There we go. If I cover that foliage there is a reflection. But again, pretty subtle. Nothing magnificent, but those are there. So good to see that there are screen space reflections still. So yeah, it's running fine. And this is the part that loses frames quite a bit, so good to see. Next-gen consoles run it at 30 frames, and 1050 Ti can run it better. Yeah, well, maybe it's using the same settings, I'm guessing, but the next-gen consoles run it at 30 frames with some ray tracing features. So yeah, this is a game, yeah, there are reflections here, I'm seeing them. Cool. So again, just play it on very high, the game still looks good.
Alex!
And we get 60 frames, which in a game like this, again, it doesn't bother me to be below 60, as long as I'm over 30. This is Quick Time Events, the video game,
That's
so
really him.
yeah. I heard there's only 30 FPS on this game on PS5, not sure if true. Well, I mean, again, kinda makes sense that they're aiming for 30 on a game like this. They put the ray tracing, they put the high resolution, and boom. I mean, I think they're just trying to have a visually appealing game on the consoles. So 60 frames, I don't think it makes sense for this game. At least on the consoles. If it means ray tracing on versus ray tracing off, well, the developers are going for full ray tracing.
It's just so good to see
For the
you
consoles, I'm guessing. On the PS5, I
again. I
mean.
can't believe you're here.
But who
Believe it.
would see those reflections? They were so far away. Yeah, those were far away, but when the camera panned out and we saw the character close to the water, there was a screen space reflection that was pretty obvious. So yeah, in some parts it's there, but it's pretty subtle.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Time will do that
So
to
yeah,
you.
30 FPS shouldn't
ready to
exist
see
in
the trial?
2021. Well, that's your opinion. In a game like this, I don't care,
Yeah.
personally. Because
I'm just a
again,
little nervous.
you're not doing any precise aiming, nothing like that. You're just watching most of the time. I'm pressing a button to do an action. So there's no advantage. I mean, it looks smoother, don't get me
Okay,
wrong.
the, Black
But I
Lantern
don't
is
think
just up
it's
the street.
100% necessary.
I mentioned I live above a bar, right?
So yeah, I understand. It's more like watching a
trip?
movie.
You must be white.
Wait, so there's no ray tracing on PC? Yeah, there is, but
The
you
drive
need
through the mountains was
a ray
amazing.
tracing capable GPU, and I don't have one of those.
Alex just got here. Alex,
When it's in the Neo
meet
stream
Eleanor Leith,
later today,
owner of
I would
the flower
say in
shop,
around
and honest to God, royalty of
8
Haven
hours from
Springs.
now, I would say.
It is so nice to finally meet you.
Without RTX GPU, I'm afraid no ray
Welcome.
tracing. Yeah, and it makes sense. I mean, we weren't expecting ray tracing
We're so glad
on
to
these
have you, Alex.
GPUs to begin
Gabe
with.
told us all about you.
I'm glad to be here.
So yeah, there is ray tracing on PC, but again, you need a ray tracing capable graphics card.
She seems nice.
Yeah, she's
30
great.
FPS in PS4 games like God of War and
Draw
Uncharted 4 is
thumbs up.
still gorgeous. Well, yeah, it's
no shit.
an older gen console. What I like about the PS4 is that at least it's
Welcome to
constant 30 frames on those games that look good. I mean, Uncharted 4 and God of War on PS4, base PS4, still look breathtaking. I'm impressed what they can do with such low-end hardware nowadays. Yeah, this is not a strand type game because they're not delivering packages in an open world. This is more like Life is Strange 1 or a David Cage game, I would say. Although even David Cage games had more interactability than this one. Okay, so not much to say about this one. 1650 Super runs it fine. Just put it on very high and
If
you're
you
good
follow
to
me
go.
inside, you'll
You don't
find
need
no
more
price.
than that.
Gabe Chen.
So sometimes it drops into the 50s when the camera cuts, but that's about it. These are the settings for the 1650 Super. So let's get out of the game. Whoa, my bad. And let's do now the 750 Ti, the legendary graphics card from 2014, since we have a little bit more time than in the past. So we're doing that. 1 second. Okay, back into the studio. Hi. Some devs implement 30 frames well and some don't. Yeah, it happens. Also, I'm still hyped for Uncharted 4 on PC. Couldn't sleep last night. Yeah, man, I'm so hyped to play Uncharted 4 with mouse and keyboard at 60 frames per second. Okay, 1650 Super out. Time to grab the 750 Ti. Hang on, before that, there's so much dust on this card. 1 sec. There we go. As good as new. Okay, doing well. So yeah, sometimes developers don't implement 30 properly. The frame pacing can be all over the place when it's not properly done. I saw that a lot on PC. On the consoles, it happens, but rarely. But when they do it right, 30 frames feels good. And using a controller makes 30 frames more acceptable, I would say. It really depends. Is this a first look on the studio? I can't wait for a tour. Yeah, we're doing a tour soon. I need to get some stuff figured out first. And I want to see how I will be recording it. But as of right now, yeah, it's doing well. They just finished building it. The people that I contacted to make it work. This was an old storage place with garbage that my family wasn't using, like old family photos, Christmas decorations. So we made it, we put a floor, we put plaster. It looks brand new. It looks like a proper office studio thing. Okay. We're back on the 750 Ti. So why 750 Ti not in the YouTube title? Well, in general, I have sometimes I don't have time to do all the GPUs. So I leave the 750 Ti as a, well, maybe I do it, but I don't put it in the title just in case. So this time we had time to do it, so let's take advantage of that. I'll add it to the title later. Maybe, yeah, let's add it right now. Let's put 750 Ti in there. Thanks for the heads up, I forgot to add it to the title. And then I'm updating the thumbnail, but right now... Yeah, right now we're keeping it like this. Okay, 750 Ti. Do you still play Crysis? Yeah, guys, Crysis next week is releasing on Steam, Crysis Remastered. It was an Epic exclusive. And they told me, hey, here's a review code for Crysis on Steam. And I took it. And I asked them for an Xbox code. They also gave me one. So I'm going to be testing Crysis Remastered on PC and consoles next week. And I'll do comparisons and see the ray tracing and all that good stuff. So hope you guys are excited for that. I am very excited to give it a shot. So yeah, Crysis Remastered next week coming to Steam. And I got a code for Xbox as well, so we're doing against One S and the Series S. So yeah, that will be super interesting. I'm pumped to do those comparisons. When will the Xbox Series S video come out? Probably next week. I just finished downloading games for it. Okay, so considering this is a lower end GPU, what we're doing is 1080p from the get-go, but we are lowering the settings, so view distance on high, anti-aliasing on high, effects on low. Let's put them on medium, just to start. Yeah, medium, post-process on medium, and textures on low, because it uses a lot of VRAM on this one. Let's see if we can get 30 frames with this. Okay, 32 frames on medium settings. On the menu, let's see how it goes in the actual game. So let's do new game. So we can check that out again. The music is good. Yeah, it is. It really captures the feel of the game so far. Did you overclock the 750 Ti? No, no overclock yet. That's coming after this, so don't worry. So this is 1080p medium settings.
We have.
And now you're finally leaving to live with your
With
brother.
low textures, because 2 gigs of VRAM.
It says here he lives in Haven Springs, Colorado.
I'm doing fine, thanks man. Tanjim Rahman, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Do you have any plans as far as school or a job?
My brother said I might...
Okay, I'm noticing the lower quality textures, but again, we only have 2 gigs. We'll see once we get into the more open area. Yeah, right now I'm waiting for this cutscene to pass, so patience.
Does your brother know about your...
Do you mod your games? Yeah, sometimes. The thing with modding games,
that an
especially when there's a lot of mods available, is that I end up spending more time installing the mods than actually playing the game with the mods. It happened to me on Skyrim. Most of my hours on Skyrim is testing mods and installing them. Then playing the game with mods, that's the... Also on Fallout 4, I install a lot of mods. I say, oh man, these mods are so awesome. But I install them and then I barely play the game. So I spend a lot of time just installing the mods, which is hilarious. What happened with your 2060? I had to sell it. A third of this studio was paid with the 2060 being sold. So thanks to that, I could build a studio and work outside of my house. Thank God, finally. I'm in my backyard in a small place, but I can actually now stream with a lot of peace around me. So yeah, Witcher 3 is being remastered and DLC coming too. Yeah, I remember that. Saber Interactive is working on the port. So once it's out, we're going to try it. And then the stability issues. Yeah, the mods have that. Sometimes if you heavily mod a game, that happens. Okay, 30 frames per second. Let's see if it stays that way. Maybe I need to lower some extra stuff. But overall, on medium the game holds up pretty well. Visually, I mean. And as you can see, with low textures, we're using all the VRAM already. So yeah, oh, I was using the controller. So, okay, 30 frames on medium settings, apparently. Probably going to drop in a few parts. But the game still looks pretty decent. Shadows look sharp. Okay, the grass doesn't have shadows, I'm noticing. So that's a downgrade there on medium settings. But visually it's fine, and the 750 Ti, the legendary graphics card from 2014, is running it okay. Yeah, the fun is testing the mods, not playing them. Yeah, I agree. That's kinda the way it goes. Let's see, there's reflections. Yeah, there is. Okay, we can even have reflections. Nice. So the game is looking pretty similar. Yeah, the shadow resolution is lower, I'm noticing. But yeah, the game is looking good. Still looks good. So good job 750 Ti. Still holding up after 7 years. Yeah, modding is the perks. There you see the reflections. That's what I was talking about. Reflections in the water. Okay, some drops into the 20s. That's okay, I'm not controlling the game. And this is a 750 Ti. Just do 900p and you'll be over 30 all the time. Yeah, it's crazy that the 750 Ti can run games from this generation. Also downloading no games on Xbox One S. Have you filled the HDD yet? Yeah, I filled it. I filled the entire 2 terabytes of storage. I went through it super quick. So yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty surprised about the card, that it can still run games, but as you can see sometimes it drops below 30. So to fix that, do this guys. If you don't like those drops below 30 that happen sometimes, you can just do 900p. So yeah, you do 900p like this. So you have medium settings on 900p now. Or just do an overclock if you can do it. And there you go. Problems fixed. Play on 900p on the 750 Ti, medium settings. The game still looks pretty good. Yeah, the texture quality is on the lowest, but
What's the
I mean, yeah, 750 Ti and 22 RAM. I'm still worth the power of the 750 Ti.
I'm cool with the hug if you are.
So yeah. If you do 900p on the 750 Ti, you can get over 30 on medium. The game still has all the effects, so
It's just so good to see you again.
good to see.
I can't believe you're here.
Good job.
Believe it.
Good job to the developers on the PC version so far. Runs great, has a lot of accessibility options. And it also has the streamer mode to mute the copyrighted music. Cheers from Argentina, nice channel, keep going. Gracias, Emanuel, se agradece desde Uruguay.
Yeah.
A darle nomás, bueno, muchas gracias.
Are you ready to
Saludos.
see the town?
Which is better, 570 or 1650? Depends on the game. In general, they are pretty on par. The 1650 Super, on the other hand, is faster than the 570.
Hell yeah, let's rock and roll.
I felt like Vampire by turning off
I don't know
reflection
why I
and
said
shadow. Yeah, it loses a lot of its visual fidelity.
But I love the enthusiasm.
So yeah, if
Okay,
you want to
the,
play
Black
this
Lantern is
game
just
on
up
the
the street.
750 Ti, my advice, medium
mentioned I live above
settings,
the bar, right?
900p, you're good to
Even
go.
better.
How was the trip?
750 Ti, testing Deathloop. I don't feel so good. Yeah,
The drive through the mountains.
yeah, that's
was
going to be
amazing.
insane.
Eleanor.
Will you make
hey,
1650 tests
Alex
later?
just
Maybe
told me.
later, yeah, but you're going to get
Alex,
1080p
meet
60
Eleanor Leith,
easy
owner
on
of the
high
flower
settings.
shop and
on
honest
that
to
one.
God, royalty
On the
of
1615
Haven
on
Springs.
Super.
Oh, it is so nice to finally meet you. Welcome.
So yeah. Again, on 1080p drops below 30, you can do an
We're so
overclock and
glad
you're
to have
good.
you, Alex.
Or you
Dave
can do
told us
this and
all
play on
about you.
900p and you're over
Glad to be
30 all the
here.
time. So that's basically it.
She seems nice.
So yeah, not much else to say.
A little
Now
bit of
I'm
dry
going
thoughts,
to
though.
go get some
Yeah,
lunch.
right.
It's 11 AM. I know, pretty early to have lunch. But I have so many videos to do
Welcome to
today.
Haven.
After this, we're doing Tales of Arise, which is a new game that I'm super excited to check out. And after that, we're doing Neo, which is a free game at the moment. So yeah, Life is Strange, True Colors. Again, thanks to Square Enix for providing a code for the game, super helpful, so I could play it on day one. Game is running well, considering the graphics cards I'm using. You can do 30 frames pretty easy. And being a cinematic game that you only choose stuff,
Is this the first official
And
stop on the tour?
do
Absolutely.
quick time events,
If you
I think
follow
30
my
frames
side,
is
you'll
fine.
find
So again,
authorized exhibit.
that's my thoughts on it.
buys makeup
Even runs on a
flowers
750
for
Ti.
angry girlfriend.
So yeah,
Oh, I
what
can't
game
wait.
next? Tales of Arise. I'm going to show you that in a second. But yeah, again, this game runs okay considering the visuals.
Meet
Has a
my
lot of
sister,
options, Unreal Engine 4. Good job on the developers of the
greatest
PC
weakness?
port. Anyways,
what?
that's it for
For a college engineer, we've been
For
debating
now
this one for
on
days.
Life is Strange True
Gabe
Colors.
insists
If
that
I
I
have
have
time, I'm going to do
concerns.
more
Always better
GPUs.
to give an honest answer.
But that's it for now.
And
Thanks
what's
for
the
watching.
alternative?
And I'm going to show you what's coming later today. And thanks
Why?
NWDE for becoming an awesome
Strategic
supporter
outsourcing.
1.0. Thank you so much, man, for becoming a member of the channel. He says 750 Ti King. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel here. Super appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the icon next to your name and the emojis that come with it. So let me show you what's coming after this. We're doing Tales of Arise. I need to purchase it. I haven't done it yet. So yeah, this is a next gen what? Next gen graphical expressiveness, whatever that means. So yeah, we're doing this game in a few hours, so stay tuned. I'm going to schedule another live stream, so give me 1 sec. And he says, love you, mate. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. 16K resolution. GT 1030 gang. Hell yeah. GT 1030 gang, man. That's how you do it. Anime all pass. Well, the game seems interesting, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hang on, I'm going to schedule the next live stream. So it's on private, let's put it public. And it will be in around 3 hours from now, we're doing that live stream. So yeah. Public, save. Yeah, 1:30 p.m. local time, which is in around 3.5 hours from now. So guys, if you're interested in that game, we're doing it after this. I'm missing something, hang on. Oh, here. So after this, we're doing Tales of Arise. So see you in a few hours. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Thanks. See you later, guys. Thank you. Love you all. See you in a few hours. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Square Enix once more for providing a code. Bye guys. Love you all. See you later.